Okay guys, this is part 2 of my series on how to use AMSOIL in your gas engine, change oil. My previous video I showed you, I talked about the engine flush, so that was the first step. The next step is to determine which oil you need. Obviously the weight of the oil is going to be based on the manufacturer of your engine. And then you have, I don't have a case of it here, but they have 3 tiers. There's the OE. The OE stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. You follow whatever your owner's manual says. That's how often you change your oil. They have the XL. XL is good up to 12,000 miles or 1 year. This is their middle tier. Their top tier is this case right here. It's the Signature Series, and this is you can change it once a year or 25,000 miles. It's always once a year. You got to change oil once a year, period. If it's sitting, running, you always have to change it at least once a year. And these recommendations on how often to change is all based on normal service. Severe service, it's different. You got to do what it says. I always run the Signature Series in all my gas engines. I figured, why not go with the best? So I stick with the best, and then I change my oil in my newer vehicles. As I mentioned before, I've got extended warranties on them. I change it when the oil life indicator tells me to change it. And on my Fords that I have, that's every 10,000 miles. So I'm changing with the Signature Series every 10,000. A lot of people will say, well, if you're going to change it every 10, why don't you use your XL? Price difference. As a dealer or a preferred customer, not a big difference, and so I just go with top tier. That's what I want in my engines. I go with the top tier. So your choices are OE, Original Equipment Manufacturer's recommendations, XL, extended life, up to 12,000 miles or 1 year, or the Signature Series, 25,000 miles or 1 year. And of course, this happens to be a case of 530. That's a case of 530. Here's some 520. Here's some 520. I got some 020 over there. I don't know why I have that. I have gallons and quarts. I don't use anything of my own. Somebody must have bought it at some time, so I have some. The 520, I think that's what I'm putting in most of my Fords. So that's the gasoline engines. This is the next thing you put in, and then like I say, from a cost perspective, I can't tell you what things cost. That's prohibited for me to tell you that over this media. If you contact me, I can certainly tell you. I can give you some numbers. The OE, it's competitive with anybody else. Any other not full synthetic, synthetic blend, or even some of the other synthetics. This is completely comparable in price. If you're just concerned about price, this is just as good price-wise as anybody else on the market. It's just 100% synthetic. A lot of the other stuff is synthetic blend. My Fords, when they came from the manufacturer, they were synthetic blends. And if I go to the Ford dealership and get the oil change there, it's expensive as heck. So as I mentioned, I bring my oil. I buy my oil from AMSOIL. I bring it up to my local mechanic and have him put it in. So that's the oil. Please like and comment below. Please follow me. I've got some, the next stage here is oil filters. I'll talk about oil filters. But this is the oil choices for gasoline engines. Everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you.